en Puerto Peñasco, México. Soy Rosalinda Román y esto es el New Mexicast. Hello and welcome back to New Mexicast, everyone. Well, as you saw a moment ago, I had hoped to show you some fun in the sun here on New Mexicast as I introduced this week's story, but everything that I recorded in Puerto Peñasco, Mexico was unintelligible because the wind was just too strong. So instead, I get to show you this gorgeous winter wonderland here at my home in New Mexico. Well, on to this week's story, which really has nothing to do with either location, except that maybe I ate a lot of them when I was in Mexico. What in the world am I talking about? Pinto beans and a quirky festival that celebrates them. Enjoy. This episode and technical support for NewMexicast.com provided by IndieLab.org, where independent media lives. IndieLab offers completely free blogs and websites for media creators. If you're a video blogger, musician, photographer, filmmaker, or podcaster, IndieLab is your answer. As these children line up along Main Street for the Pinto Bean Parade in Moriarty, New Mexico, they're probably unaware of its history.
Yeah, we want some candy. Hello.
The fact is, most of the kids are here for the candy.
It's better than in the past because I only got about this much of candy.
So you got more this year?
Left, right, cross.
But there is quite a history here along old Route 66. And not just because it harkens back to the golden age of the automobile. It's a place where everyone knows their neighbors.
Hi, Megan. Hi, Maria.
And people stay to raise their own children. People like third-generation Moriarty native Michelle Dunlap, who's here with her grandchildren.
This is a very rural area, even though Moriarty has grown a lot, even from the time when I was a kid. It's still very rural and still has those rural values, and I think that's one of the things that attracts people to these areas.
Perhaps, but for now, the candy seems to be the main attraction. You may not realize it from the parade, but it's not all about candy. In fact, the festivities today are all about pinto beans. Beans may seem a strange cause for celebration.
How's your mom?
Good.
Sorry, said hi.
But to Michaela Allen, or Mickey, it makes perfect sense. As owner of El Commodore Restaurant, which has been a Moriarty mainstay since 1953, she certainly knows the value of pinto beans.
Like anything, we have green chili in different parts now, everybody's doing it, but it's still kind of our thing here.
And like so many others here, she also knows the value of community.
My father was born here. His aunt was one of the first babies born in Moriarty. I've lived here all my life. We are part of the community. We've volunteered. We've been in the chamber, the city council, everything that helps the community.
But those family ties and all that community service don't protect her from honorary pinto bean sheriff Lee Obar.
You need to go to jail, Miss Mickey.
Throughout the fiesta, he's throwing people like Mickey in jail. Their crime?
There's no pinto beans.
But in this jail, bribery works.
Here's your bail bondsman, Grandpa.
Since the only way out is to pay off the sheriff.
We are raising money for the Pinto Bean scholarships. Every year, Pinto Bean Fiesta, as part of the Moriarty Chamber of Commerce, give out scholarships based upon how much we raise. Last year, I think we gave out $4,000 worth of scholarships.
In the end, whether they're used for raising scholarship money,
Who are we?
supporting the local football team,
They're so busy making money, they ain't got time to smile.
or just giving families an excuse to spend some time together enjoying an old-fashioned band,
So we came up to New Mexico to get a breath of air.
around here pinto beans are used for a lot more than cooking. Like the historic old highway that runs through town, they are great for keeping this community moving forward. For New Mexicast, I'm Rosalinda Román. Well, there you have it, the very first story I've ever done on pinto beans. The people in Moriarty are wonderful. It was a lot of fun, definitely worth the trip. Well, if you liked that story, there is plenty more where that comes from here on New Mexicast. I post a new story every other week, so please subscribe to this video podcast. It's totally free. You can do it in iTunes, on Podcast Pickle, or just put your email address there on the website and you'll get an update every time I post a new story. Thanks again for watching New Mexicast. I'm Rosalinda Roman.
Like a dream I had.
New Mexicast theme song is New Mexico by Dorian Spencer. Additional support for New Mexicast provided by You may not real 3, 2, 1. That's me. I don't know if you can see me even. It's pretty bright. And we're going to record my intro and tag in a minute. Way out here. Well, Hava and Daddy catching fish. Okay? Sounds good? Okay.
This is gonna be a good fish, I hope.
I hope we get a good fish. And Ziva, what would you like? Masque. Uvas. Can you say uvas? Tell me what you want. ¿Qué quieres? Uvas. And Nate, vacation looks good on you. In order to pay for it? What do you think of that, Ziva? You have face.